Hello, my name is Christina Kaufmann. I work with people all around the world. I support them in their healing, help them to take full responsibility for their lives. And I would like to talk to you about something that I see a lot in groups, online social media groups, but also in my own practice. People confuse treating symptoms to actual healing. What does it mean, treating symptoms? Treating symptoms means you can take medication, for example, when you have pain, migraine headaches, or joint pains, or anything like that. People also do meditation or go to acupuncture, which opens up your meridians for a certain while before you have to come back because they have closed down again. You learn strategies to work around facing things that you don't like. For example, when you have panic attacks, or if you have fears, anxiety, things like that. So you try to find strategies to work with your fears, or you avoid them completely. Like when you're afraid of driving cars, you don't drive cars anymore. That's all kind of treating symptoms. Even medical doctors, what they do is when they give you prescription drugs, quite often they just treat symptoms and not the cause. And what is the difference? Treating symptoms is like when you have some weeds and you cut them all away from on the ground, and all the weeds are gone and you don't see them anymore, but a short while later they pop up somewhere else in your garden. And that's actually what's happening when we just work on the surface of our problems instead of going that deep into the core wounding. And when you go into healing, healing has to happen in all 4 levels. That's also not many people know. The first level we have to heal is our physical body. Trauma, pain, everything is also stuck in our physical body, and that's why we feel actually physical pain when we had a traumatic experience or something like that. The second level that we need to heal is in our mind, because we have to make a conscious decision to heal, to take full responsibility for our lives, and wanting actually to get rid of that, what is causing us pain. The third level is the energetic level. It's the chakra system, and it's also the energetic field that surrounds us, because the physical body is created out of this field. The chakra system is the internal engine of our body. If all these things don't work properly, we cannot heal. It's not possible, because like if you have blocked chakras, you cannot properly heal. They will always stay blocked. And the fourth level, of course, is on our soul level. Our soul has to heal too, to release the trauma. And when you achieve the healing on all those 4 levels, really the problem is gone and it can't come back. It might come back on a deeper level in another way, because there's something else to it, but the problem you worked on is gone and you're free of that. And that's the beautiful difference, because it's all our stories. You know, most people live their stories. They identify with their stories, their traumas, their upbringing, their childhood dramas that they had. But we're not our stories. We can carry them on and say, yeah, you know, you poor thing, you experienced that, and being in victim mode, and let us, you know, let people pat on our shoulder and say, yeah, you're really brave for doing that and for keeping on going. But is that what you really want? Do you want to stay in this victim mode and just be this poor little victim that people feel sympathy for? Or do you want to come into your full power and take full responsibility for what you have created and step out of that and just having it as a story of your life and not being you and not identifying with it? And that's the major difference. And when we are free of those symptoms, and when you have gone into this full healing, which actually means that you have to feel your trauma, you have to feel your negative emotions. Well, they're not negative, we just call them negative, but we have to bring up the courage to feel them, to let them come up. And that's the biggest problem that we see. We are afraid of something to come up, which is actually nothing compared to the real trauma that happened. We just have to allow it to come up. We feel it, and then emotion is energy, and this energy will just move through us and out, and it's gone forever. So you have to bring up the courage to feel it and to go through it, and then you're free. And when you're free, you can actually make sovereign decisions for your life. You're not bound to any boundaries that are created from your fears, or being not able to fully function, or what, because you have to avoid something, whatever it is. And it also brings you a new consciousness, a higher consciousness, because you can see things from a different level, from a higher level. You see the bigger picture, instead of being in your little corner in the victim mode, carrying your story with you all your life. So those are the major difference. By really letting it go on all 4 levels, working on it, probably having somebody to help you to get rid of things on different levels, and then really step into your power and be the new you. And that's the most beautiful thing that I see when people are healing, because they look different, they shine from inside out, they have this beautiful aura around them. They suddenly get people, they tell me that people meet them differently. They're suddenly seen by their family members, by their partners, and they just have a completely different life. They often change their jobs, their whole friendships. Yeah, they create a new life for themselves because they're free of all the luggage that they were carrying. And of course, it's never finished. There's always something that we might need to work on after a while, but the more you can actually get rid of, the freer you get. It's like one of these helium balloons where you let go of these sand sacks, and then you're free and you can fly off. And the most beautiful feeling at all, I can tell you from my own experience. And yeah, and if you'd like to know how to do that, or if you would like to support in your healing, I'm happy to help you, because that's my daily business. And it's not that difficult as you believe. The first step that you have to do is actually saying, I want more for my life. I want this to end. I don't want to be my story anymore. And that's the major step to do. And everything else just develops naturally. No problem at all. Okay, so I hope this helped you a little bit on deciding on which stage you are at the moment, if you're just dealing with your symptoms or if you're really going into your healing. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm happy to hear any comment and also reply on that, of course. I wish you a beautiful day, and see you next time. Bye.